Welcome, Aries. Thank you for tuning in to your horoscope for July 4th, 2025, on your channel, Zodiac Attraction. Discover what the future holds for you in terms of finances, lucky numbers, love, health, work, family, compatibility, and favorite color. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on daily updates. Get ready to explore your destiny. Let's get started. You're not here to just exist. You're here to thrive. And that realization is waking up in your spirit today stronger than ever. But let's be real for a second. You might have been caught in the trap of hustle without heart. You've been grinding, pushing, staying up late, worrying about money, about love, about your place in this wild universe. But if that effort is disconnected from your essence, all you're doing is running in circles, fast and frustrated. Today's energy says it's time to stop pushing and start tuning in. You're being reminded that action without alignment leads to burnout. You're the flame, Aries, but even the hottest fire needs to be tended with care. You've been trying to manifest more money, more security, more recognition, but the universe wants to see you shift your frequency first. Not in a think positive kind of way, but in a deep cellular, I honor my truth kind of way. Let's talk habits, because that's where your power is. This isn't about a massive overhaul overnight. This is about consistent choices that say, I matter. My dreams matter. Wake up before the world grabs your attention. That first hour is yours. Get in movement, stretch, walk, dance. Breathe in life. Then sit with a book or a journal and feed your mind. This is how you turn the dial up on your energy. Not because someone on TikTok said to, but because your spirit thrives on momentum. You've been told to take action. But Aries, not all action is created equal. If you're operating from fear, from urgency, from not enough, then what you manifest will mirror that. It might look shiny, but it'll feel hollow. True abundance comes from inspired action, moves made from confidence, peace, excitement. That clarity you crave? It doesn't show up in the middle of chaos. It shows up in stillness, in presence, in you connecting to you. Now here's a truth bomb. The outer world is your mirror. If things feel off, if people are showing up flaky, opportunities feel misaligned, or you're just in a funk, it's not about blaming the external. It's your cue to pivot inward. What thoughts are you entertaining? What self-talk are you believing? What standards have you let slide? When you come back to center, you become magnetic. And people, love, money, and purpose flow in, not because you chased them, but because you remembered your worth. If you've been considering learning more about energy healing, meditation, or even dipping your toes into practices like Reiki or breathwork, do it. Not because it's trendy, but because your soul is craving it. You are an energy being navigating an energetic world. The more fluent you become in that truth, the easier it is to navigate the waves that come. So here's your reminder. You don't need to force your way into abundance. You need to align with it. You don't need to be louder to be heard by the universe. You just need to be clearer with yourself. Clean up your energy. Set boundaries. Honor your truth. Make time for what elevates you, not what depletes you. Let's see what the tarot has in store for you today. Card 1, 8 of Wands, acceleration and divine alignment. Your day begins with powerful momentum, Aries. The 8 of Wands reveals that what once felt delayed is now moving swiftly. Expect rapid-fire communications, whether in love, finances, or professional matters. You may hear news you've long anticipated. A blocked situation opens, and Spirit encourages you to ride the current instead of resisting it. The universe is aligning to push you forward with purpose. Don't hesitate. This is your green light. Card 2, King of Pentacles. Empowerment through stability. You are stepping into a new era of financial command and self-assurance. The King of Pentacles indicates abundance, but more importantly, your ability to manage it wisely. Whether you are initiating a business, seeking security, or claiming control over your career, this is a signal that your efforts will yield results. There's also a potential mentor or partner, romantic or business, who brings wealth and admiration. Be open to receiving support, but keep your values intact. Someone may try to impress you with material power, but true richness comes from your grounded self-worth. Card 3, Two of Cups. A soul awakens and chooses you. Love enters center stage today. With the Two of Cups, there's an emotional reconnection or magnetic meeting between souls who remember each other. It might feel sudden or even overwhelming, but it's karmic. You are either healing an old relationship or beginning a new one that feels destined. This love has passion and the potential for commitment, but it demands honesty and emotional readiness. If you're already involved, expect a beautiful deepening. If single, someone who truly sees you is on their way. You are being chosen, not as a backup, but as a partner in alignment. Card 4, The Devil reversed, breaking free from desires and illusions. You're being guided to liberate yourself from emotional entanglements, self-sabotage, or unconscious patterns. The Devil reversed is not a warning, it's a breakthrough. Aries, you're stronger than your fears and no longer willing to be shackled by the desires or obsessions that once held you back. This also relates to relationships. If someone isn't transforming or still plays mind games, release them with love. Your freedom opens the way for miracles. Card 5, The World. You are completing a major soul cycle. Aries, the World card confirms that you are at the end of a long karmic chapter and at the threshold of something vastly more aligned. You're graduating. Whether it's emotional healing, a professional transformation, or spiritual rebirth, this is a cosmic yes. You are being guided, protected, and uplifted. Your ancestors or spirit team may be communicating through dreams, symbols, or sudden synchronicities. Pay attention. You're not going in circles anymore. You're spiraling upward. The next chapter is one of mastery and manifestation. Card 6, The Star, healing, hope, and divine favor. Your final card shines bright, The Star. You are healing, Aries. Physically, emotionally, even spiritually, you're becoming whole again. It's time to trust and hope, to believe in your dreams, and to soften into faith. If you've recently felt broken or uncertain, the universe is gently reassuring you. You are on the right path. This is a card of cosmic downloads. You may receive important guidance through dreams, meditation, or unexpected signs. Trust them. Your future is not only secure, it's divinely guided. Today is not a day for doubt, Aries. It is a day to act with courage, to believe in love, to trust in the divine process, and to let your soul lead the way. Now we'll tell you how it will go with money and luck, but first remember to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications. This helps us a lot, and so you never miss your daily reading. Money and luck. If you've been chasing money like it's the last train out of town, Aries, take a deep breath. It's not about running faster, it's about shifting gears. Today, you're being asked to rethink your relationship with abundance. Are you acting from trust or from panic? The universe is always tuned into your frequency, and if you're sending out signals of fear or scarcity, your financial world will reflect just that. Real wealth is not about constantly doing more. It's about doing the right things from a place of internal peace. This is a good day to audit your habits. Are you waking up with a plan? Or are you rushing into tasks just to feel busy? Start your mornings with intention, not chaos. Whether it's working out, journaling, or simply sitting in silence, those rituals align your energy with abundance. That's when ideas strike. That's when aligned opportunities show up. And that's when the money flows. Not because you forced it, but because you created space for it. Be cautious of comparing your financial journey to others. Your path is uniquely yours, and abundance manifests differently for everyone. If you find yourself obsessing over numbers or checking your bank app every few hours, shift that energy into gratitude instead. Focus on what is working, and more of that will grow. Abundance starts in your mindset long before it reaches your account. Spirit also encourages you to pay attention to the frequency behind your financial decisions. Are you spending to impress others or investing in what truly serves your growth? If an expense doesn't align with your future self, it's not worth it. Today is about intentional spending and even more intentional earning. Manifestation is amplified when rooted in authenticity. Finally, remember this: Your success isn't delayed, it's being refined. If the cash hasn't come in yet, it's not a punishment. It's a divine pause to get you aligned with what you're truly worthy of. Stay patient, stay focused, and most of all, stay elevated. You're building something bigger than just a paycheck. You're building legacy-level abundance. The tarot gives you your lucky number. Your lucky numbers for July 4th are 1, 13, 24, 35, 46, 57. Daily love. In matters of the heart, Aries, today's energy is asking you to get real about how aligned you feel in your romantic life, whether you're single, dating, or committed. If your love life has felt confusing or a little off, take a moment to reflect. Are you showing up as your authentic self, or are you bending to fit into someone else's version of love? The emotional disconnect you might be feeling could be a reflection of misalignment within. Your frequency determines the quality of connection you attract. If you're living from a place of self-doubt or insecurity, you're more likely to pull in relationships that mirror that energy. That's why it's so important to take care of your own heart first. When you fall in love with your own truth, others can't help but respond with more depth, more honesty, and more real love. For those in a relationship, this is a perfect time to reconnect, not just through words, but through intention. Instead of rushing through the daily grind, create space for intimacy. A walk together, a shared morning ritual, or even a quiet moment of appreciation can reignite that spark. But remember, love flourishes where presence is cultivated. Put the phone down. Look your partner in the eye. Be here now. Singles, the message is clear. The relationship you desire is already seeking you, but it can only find you if you're operating at the same energetic frequency. So stop chasing people who don't value you. Instead, elevate your self-worth and let your vibe do the attracting. When you embody wholeness, you become magnetic. Above all, love begins within. Start by speaking to yourself like someone you deeply admire. Tell yourself the truth. Tend to your wounds. And give yourself permission to desire more, not out of lack, but out of divine knowing. You deserve a love that mirrors your growth, not your old wounds. At work today, Aries, it's not about doing more, it's about doing better. If you've been running on autopilot or just going through the motions to meet deadlines, you may be missing the deeper call to align your work with your higher purpose. Spirit is inviting you to ask, does what I do every day light me up? Or am I grinding just to survive? You're naturally driven, but today's energy encourages you to pair that drive with clarity. Are your current actions feeding your long-term vision? If not, it may be time to realign. Maybe it's switching up your workflow, having that overdue conversation with your boss, or finally starting that side project that's been tugging at your soul. Remember, alignment always outperforms hustle in the long run. This is also a great day to observe how your coworkers or clients reflect your own energy. If you're surrounded by chaos or miscommunication, ask yourself if you've been neglecting your own needs. When you take time to ground yourself before stepping into the workplace, your external environment follows suit. Your energy influences the room. Own that. Don't be afraid to say no to things that drain you. Boundaries are productivity tools, not obstacles. And don't mistake busyness for success. Sometimes the most powerful move you can make is to pause, recalibrate, and act from intuition rather than impulse. You are a leader, Aries, not just in title but in vibration. Lastly, trust that every detour or delay is not a denial, it's a divine redirection. If a deal didn't close or a meeting got rescheduled, it's all part of a bigger plan. Stay aligned, stay grounded, and keep showing up as your best self, not just for your work, but for your purpose. Health. Your body is speaking to you today. Aries, are you listening? If you've been feeling tired, heavy, or emotionally drained, it's a sign to reconnect with yourself. Your energy field needs maintenance just as much as your physical body. Start the day with movement. Whether it's a jog, yoga, dancing in your room, get your blood flowing. Your mood will follow. It's not about perfection. It's about consistency. Even small acts of self-care done regularly will recalibrate your mind, body, and spirit. If you've been skipping meals, over-caffeinating, or neglecting rest, it's time to reset. Nourish yourself with foods that energize, hydrate deeply, and honor your sleep. This isn't a luxury, it's a non-negotiable. Mental health is front and center today. If your mind's been racing or your thoughts feel overwhelming, consider taking 15 to 20 minutes to simply be. Sit with a cup of tea, go for a mindful walk, or breathe deeply with one hand on your chest and one on your belly. Connect with the rhythm of your body. It's your compass back to presence. You might also be called to explore healing modalities beyond the physical. Energy healing, Reiki, breathwork, or sound therapy can offer powerful shifts if you're open. Even something as simple as placing your hands over your heart and offering love to yourself can spark a deep inner transformation. Above all, treat your health like your most sacred relationship, because it is. Your vitality fuels everything. You can't pour from an empty cup, Aries, and the world doesn't just need your action, it needs your wholeness. Family and friends. Family dynamics today may reflect something deeper within you. If conversations feel tense or there's a lack of harmony in your home, ask yourself, what energy am I bringing into this space? Often, the tone of the household follows the most energetic person, and that person is often you. Instead of reacting to conflict, try to respond with curiosity. Ask more than you assume. Sometimes a little empathy goes a long way. If a loved one seems distant or irritable, they may be navigating their own silent battles. Show up not to fix, but to feel. Presence is the most underrated gift in families. This is also a great day to initiate quality time. Cook together. Share stories. Put the screens away and bring back human connection. Your family doesn't need grand gestures. They need your attention, your laughter, your presence. The warmth you bring into the home today sets the tone for harmony. For some, generational wounds may be surfacing. Don't be afraid to acknowledge what no longer serves your legacy. You're not just here to repeat cycles. You're here to heal them. Through compassion and conscious action, you create a new narrative, not just for yourself, but for those who come after you. Remember, your home isn't just a place, it's a vibration. What you cultivate within it echoes in your emotional and spiritual life. Choose peace. Choose presence. And most importantly, choose truth. Compatibility. Today you'll feel most aligned with fellow fire signs Leo and Sagittarius, whose energy amplifies your passion and motivation. These connections are a reminder of your bold nature and help you stay courageous in the face of uncertainty. Air signs like Gemini and Aquarius offer mental stimulation and refreshing perspectives. Conversations with them could inspire breakthroughs in your personal or creative life. Don't be surprised if a sudden brainstorm hits you after a chat with one of these free spirits. Libra may challenge you, but in all the right ways. They help balance your fire with diplomacy and perspective, offering opportunities for growth in both love and friendship. You might want to steer clear of Capricorn energy today, as your spontaneous fire could clash with their more structured and methodical approach. However, if you both slow down and listen, there's potential for mutual learning. Above all, today is about vibing with those who lift your frequency and respecting the distance you may need from those who don't. Your lucky color today. Crimson red. This bold hue empowers you to step into your leadership energy, boosts confidence, and stimulates action grounded in passion rather than panic. Wear it, visualize it, or incorporate it into your surroundings to fuel your inner flame. The phrase of the day: I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me finds me when I'm aligned. Let this mantra be your compass today. Speak it aloud. Write it down. Let it sink into your bones and remind you that when you're aligned with your truth, abundance flows to you, not from force. Thank you so much for spending this moment with me. Remember, the stars can guide your way, but only you have the power to walk it and make it amazing. If this reading resonated with you, I'd love it if you could subscribe, and leave a comment. I truly enjoy hearing from you. I'll see you tomorrow, right here on Zodiac Attraction, where we'll continue discovering your incredible destiny together. Until then, keep shining.